Hello, y'all, and welcome to Jackalope Tales, Urban Legends in Music, where we uncover, is it real or is it a jackalope tale? I'm your host, Charles Mooney.
And I'm Lisa Umbarger. And also with us today are our production crew, Pussy Costello.
Hello.
Also known as Jenny. Jeannie.
Bonjour.
Oh.
Natalie.
Hello.
And on the board, King of the Mosh Pit, Sam.
That is me.
Yeah. The Grand Commander.
So on today's episode, we're going to talk about musicians whose deaths made it onto the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh.
And a tsunami that took out a whole band while performing live. So it's, an uplifting.
I know, say that without laughing.
It's an uplifting episode. I can't help. I mean,
Yes, a band that was wiped out by a tsunami.
right. And then the musician who's in the Guinness's Book of World Record for their passing, it's right in between the guy that grows the bee beard.
Yeah.
And the world's tallest guy.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I don't know where it is in the book. I mean, do they even make that book anymore?
You know what? I think they do. But I remember having some of those books when I was a kid.
Right.
Just thumbing through them. And it was like, God. I mean, those things were thick.
Now it's only online.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, right. It's too crazy to keep record of anything anymore. So they probably gave up.
So one of the things we're going to be talking about today also is stage diving.
Yeah.
So did you ever partake in stage diving?
No, I never did stage dive. I was never that ballsy. Mm-hmm. I mean, mosh, yes, but stage dive, no.
What was the most dangerous mosh pit you were in?
It had to be any Butthole Surfer show. And one thing that the Butthole Surfers loved to do was to show movies, and they would have this huge big-ass projector, like the kind that they had in high school in our day, sitting on a hoisted up in the middle of the floor.
Right.
And they would show movies behind themselves.
Right. And it would actually be shining on the band a little bit, too.
Yeah, it would. They'd be playing right where it's shining right into them. But most of them were like where they used mechanized death, where they'd show the car crashes. But there was one tour they went on where they had come upon some footage of a penis reconstruction. It was like 45 minutes of a penis being reconstructed.
Right.
So
do you know the story behind that film?
No.
I do.
What?
Yeah, I know the story behind this film because I asked Gibby. We were out with him. When he was at school at UT, the University of Texas, he stole that film.
Oh, that's cool.
From the biology department.
Oh, sweet.
I think he was an accounting major or something.
He was an accountant.
Right. So how he got in, I don't know. But anyway, he stole that film and he started using it at Butthole Surfer shows.
Wow.
He never did give it back because I asked him, I was like, did you put it back? And no one knew. He's like, fuck no, I kept it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That makes it so cool.
So it's a stolen film from the biology department.
I mean, to be specialized in penis reconstruction and have to watch that film.
It was gruesome. I couldn't watch it.
It was like
Jeannie.
It was like in the 60s when it was filmed. It was one of those where it's on that film where it just looks old.
Grainy.
Yeah. Do you remember that, Jeannie?
I do. I remember people streaming out.
Yeah.
And thinking, I'm in the right place at the right time. This is perfect. I will always remember that and be inspired by it and totally warped by it. And
Oh, my
thank you,
God.
Jesus, for the
yes.
Butthole Surfers. That's all I can say. They make me proud to be from Texas.
Right.
Oh, hell
exactly.
yes.
As a giant nerd, I've never been to a concert where there was penis surgery in the background, but one time my friends dragged me to the Lizard Lounge, which is a terrible club here in Dallas, and they were playing anime porn on all the TV screens.
That is kind of creepy. I think that's creepier than a penis reconstruction.
Right. So like Speed Racer with a chub.
Yeah.
No, it was
where they're
creepier
going,
than that.
"Oh!"
They had remade old fairy tales into anime porn.
Oh,
and the one
no.
that sticks out to me is
Sticks out?
Yeah, exactly. It was a Jack and the Beanstalk themed
Oh no.
episode, and let's just say things grew. And
No.
yeah, it was very impressive. It was definitely something only animation could provide.
Oh, God.
Those poor little guys in their room making animation.
Yeah.
And that's all they got in life.
Mine's not a beanstalk, it's a bean pod. So.
It's a pea shoot.
It's a pea shoot. I don't know what it was about the Butthole Surfers, but they attracted a neo-Nazi skinhead group that would always be at the shows. Fucking piss you off because you're just there to watch and just enjoy it. But these neo-Nazis, these fuckheads, would always just start slamming, and they were rough as shit.
Oh, yeah. They were trying to hurt you.
And I remember there was one in particular where the guy had been a dick the whole night, swinging, just being real rough. And there was one point where he got up on stage, dove off, and of course, no one caught him. And he slammed his head right into the ground. And then he's out, and his other skinhead buddies come over and pick him up, hoist him up, walk him out, and we all started applauding because it was like, good riddance.
Yes.
Now we can enjoy the show.
Goodbye.
Yeah. And how about you?
There was a Ministry concert where there was this guy that we always used to see. You might remember him. He had long red hair. It was curly red hair.
I remember.
He was always shirtless, and he would always be in the pit, and he was nuts. He was just bonkers at every show.
Yeah.
And every single time we saw him, he was climbing on the stage diving, doing like crazy ass shit.
Now, was this the Ministry show where they set the gate up?
Yeah, they had the gate up in front of the stage.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And he climbed the
chain
gate,
link fence.
He climbed the chain link fence on the front of the stage, climbed up onto the mains.
Oh, God.
The top of those monitors. And what was that? That was probably like 20 feet.
Oh, it was. Yeah, those things were tall.
And he jumped off. He did like a swan dive off of the mains. And everyone was kind of tired of him because he did like get in everyone's face all night.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He ate cement.
Oh,
and because the crowd just kind of parted and...
like the Red Sea, it parted.
They carried him out, but I remember it was like 30 minutes later he was back in.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So he lived, which is good.
Well, yeah.
So let's talk about stage diving.
Okay, let's talk about death and all that fun stuff.
So while many musicians have attempted stunning and stupid stage dives, and some have seriously injured themselves and their fans, only one has made it into the Guinness Book of World Records, and that is Patrick Sherry. And let me give you some background on Patrick. Patrick was in an up-and-coming British band called the Bad Beat Review. He was really known for his crazy antics on stage, and they were getting a lot of acclaim. And they were called last minute to fill in the bill on the middle seed in the bill. So they stepped in and did it, and he was stoked about the crowd and happy and
majorly into it.
Yeah. was having some fun and doing his crazy antics. And he attempted to close out the show by jumping out onto the lighting rig. And he was going to swing out and stage dive into the crowd.
Holy crap.
And when he did so, he landed on his head.
Oh,
and
crap.
Plunged to the cement floor. So Patrick became the first death for stage diving for an artist. I was like, man, why haven't more musicians met their fate with a cement floor? So here's some stage diving facts. Iggy Pop is credited with popularizing the stage dive.
Oh, I love Iggy.
Although he's not credited with inventing it because they said someone at a Rolling Stones show in '68 invented it.
Okay.
Which is weird because I think it was Jim Morrison used to stage dive. That was in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
But Iggy is the one who really popularized it and jumped out in the crowd and encouraged others to come up on stage and jump out into the crowd.
And there are those famous pictures of him where the crowd's holding him up.
Yeah.
Or just holding his feet while he's standing and actually moving on the crowd like Jesus on water.
And I think the highest stage dive goes to Craig Rondell. He's the singer for Boy Meets Car. And he almost became Boy Meets Ground. But he didn't. And I don't understand this. He leaped 68 feet and miraculously landed. Did not injure himself or a single freaking fan.
God.
68 feet.
I would have moved if I had someone 68 feet coming down at me.
Right. There's no way I'm catching that guy.
Oh, hell no. He is a lucky bastard.
Right. But there was a
Right.
viral story on the internet that Lizzo killed a fan when she stage dived. And Lizzo's addressed this many times. And, I mean, I guess just the visual of Lizzo. And by the way, I fucking love Lizzo.
Yeah.
But just the visual of Lizzo jumping out on the crowd. I mean, Anyway, so here's her statement she made through TikTok. So I've seen a lot of annoying things about me on the internet, but this thing bothers me the most. And it's the rumor that I stage dived at a concert and killed somebody. Like, that rumor is a lie, first of all. I've never stage dived in my life. And bitch, how? Kill somebody? Y'all really gonna put on you gonna really put on my motherfucking name? Lizzo then added, I know, like, I'm a big bitch, but I'm not that fucking big. And I guess she gets asked about it a lot, and it's become a jackalope tale that
God.
Lizzo killed a fan.
Killed a fan stage
I mean,
dive.
the Boy Meets Car guy
I
jumped
know.
68 feet,
Yeah.
and he's not even rumored to kill somebody, but Lizzo just, like, takes a tumble off the stage and kills somebody. Just a fun fact from my own personal life, my favorite stage dive at a show was in San Francisco. We were opening for the Chili Peppers, and Chris Farley ran from the side of the stage
No.
and launched himself 15 feet over the barricade and took out 3 rows of people. And much like Lizzo, no one died, but this one really happened.
Oh, my God.
And he was sweaty and loaded.
Oh, no.
So-
I bet the crowd was just nuts about that.
They did try and catch him. I don't know if they knew who he was.
They tried to.
It was like a bowling ball.
Oh, my God.
Launch, and they just like, whoo, he was flying.
With 48 pins. Oh,
Seriously,
God.
2 rows of people flattened.
The energy that guy had. I could see that.
So that was my favorite stage dive.
That is a really good one. Oh, my God. Now, you ready for mine?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I am going to be talking about, and no laughing,
Well, I might.
it's about the band 17.
I don't think I've heard of this band.
They were kind of hard to find some details about. They're Indonesian.
Okay.
And so 17 was a pop rock band that formed in 1999. And they chose the name 17 because all 5 members were
17?
what age? Yeah.
Oh,
See?
so it's not a Stevie Nicks reference.
No. No. Now, their first album came out and it sold about 75,000 copies. So,
17.
Yeah.
17,000.
17 copies. Yeah. 75,000. All these numbers. Oh, my God.
That's pretty good for a...
Not bad for an Indonesian
Right.
pop band. And some of the music was even used for soap opera soundtracks in Indonesia. So
All right.
some changes in the band members did happen between 1999 and 2018. But during that whole time, they were pretty popular. They released 6 albums. Well, 2018 comes around. And 17 is performing at a electric company's family gathering. I mean, truly, like an electric company in Indonesia.
Right.
They want to have they're going to spend the big money, bring in a band, and
Corporate rock.
yeah, it really was like a whole New Year's celebration because
Okay.
it was right towards the end of the year. And it was on a Saturday night in Tanjung Lesung Beach. So it's right on the beach. I mean, the stage is facing out from the ocean. And they were hired to perform for 200 company employees and their families for an end-of-the-year party.
Okay.
During the performance, an underwater volcano away from the shoreline erupted. Now, underwater, so you don't have this whole boom, boom, boom thing going on where you're seeing smoke and everything. So And then it was believed that an undersea landslide that was caused by the volcano triggered a tsunami. And so while the band was into its second song, a big wave crashed into the stage from behind. It was the tsunami coming in.
How did they not see the giant
because the curtains were on the back of the stage. It covered the whole view of the ocean.
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
Yeah, but weren't there other people around, like servers and stuff, that could see around through the...
No.
Or did they take off and go, I'm not telling anyone, I got to run?
Or it was that sudden.
Tsunamis are 500 miles an hour.
What? Oh, my
Is that
God.
faster than a cheetah?
Almost.
Almost.
It's the fastest land animal.
Oh.
I know that from Guinness Book of World Records.
So the crowd's enjoying the show, the band's performing, and then suddenly water comes rushing in through the backstage curtain, and I mean it just took the stage and all the equipment away in an instant. And then you can actually see this on YouTube.
Oh, man, there's video?
There is a video of it.
Was it like closed circuit TV?
It's just like someone filming with their camera. They're taking it, and it's like a 2-minute video, but the last...
And they're not running?
Well, no.
The video taker is not running?
Oh, no, because they don't even see it. It's like it happens like it's the last 3 seconds of the video. Water just comes pushing through the curtain and washes the entire stage.
And you just hear,
everything.
This is how I die.
and then the phone goes out. So,
oh my God.
Oh, but yeah, so you can see them clapping and cheering. The wave
for the
rips
tsunami.
Through. Yeah, not for the tsunami. For the band, yeah. But it sent the band members and their equipment crashing into men and women that were dancing at the front of the stage. 3 members of the band were killed. The bassist, the guitarist.
Always the bassist. What is up with this?
The bassist gets so fucked up. And the drummer, and then a road manager and a crew member were killed. So we're talking 5 people involved in the band, 17 were killed.
Wow.
Only the lead singer of the band survived the tsunami.
Okay, how did he survive?
I don't know. It's just one of those fluke moments.
I think it's because lead singers are so full of themselves.
They float. Now the singer, he was swept out to sea, but he was able to grab a floating box and was able to get back to the shore. And at least 373 people were killed and 1,106 were injured in various areas of the town. And then, as the only surviving member, Ifan, the lead singer, announced he would continue as a solo artist but use the band name in honor of the deceased members.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, talk about going out in style. I mean,
so I know this is really kind of weird, but
yeah.
I went, man, if I lost my guitar like that, my beautiful Rickenbacker, That would
That's
be
what
like
I
it would
first
be like one
thought.
of the deaths.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
Yeah, I lost my bandmates, but my guitar.
I
that's
know.
been with me.
I'm serious. That's what I thought of because I was like, my original Toadies guitar that created all the feedback and
Right.
music. God, I mean, I would be holding on to that.
Right, I would too. I would like be looking for the door
Yeah.
that I could float on like the Titanic with while I'm holding my guitar out of the wave.
Holding it above
Yeah,
the
holding it above
water
my head.
so it doesn't get wet.
Oh man,
I know.
I can't even
know.
imagine.
No, I can't either. I mean,
And I can't imagine being swept out to sea. Okay, so
No
I don't.
shit.
In my head, that's like far.
I mean,
Not just like you're floating on a boogie board,
No.
like where you're waving to the shore. Hi, mom. Hi, dad.
Yeah.
No, you're like swept out to sea,
yeah, because you got
floating
to
on a
think
box.
the wave comes in and then it's got to pull back out. So
There
you
are
just-
sharks. There are jellyfish, mermen.
Yeah. Mermen. You got to watch for those mermen.
And there's probably all the debris from
Oh my God.
disaster.
Everything- Yeah, no joke. And it's so sudden.
fucking tsunami.
Yeah, luckily in this area of Texas, we're not threatened by any tsunami kind of stuff.
It's true.
Yeah. So, like,
Come at me, tsunami.
I'm ready for you. But don't fuck with a tornado.
This song makes me feel a tsunami of emotion.
It's like everything's been dark and now this song's coming
And now,
to...
right, it's like coming into the light. It's like floating on a box to the shore. To discover,
You can get through anything
Right.
with a kazoo.
right, to discover a 1-star review.
Yes.
This is the Lone Star Salute. Most people who have distaste for things, they'll just put pen to paper.
Oh.
Because you know what? They can't just stand up and like tell you.
Well, now they just type it.
They type it.
Pen to paper would have been what we did.
Right. Oh, yeah.
The old
I'm sorry. In cursive. In cursive.
In cursive, yeah.
Right.
We are one ahead of all the kids nowadays. We can write in cursive. It's code.
So I'm pretty sure that my Lone Star Salute was written in cursive.
Yeah.
Because
Is it that eloquent?
no.
Okay.
This is a review by someone named Newman, and I'm
Newman.
guessing it might be from Seinfeld. I don't know.
I love Newman.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And this is a
Hello,
review
Newman.
of John Lennon's Imagine,
Oh.
which, you know, was a lovely song.
It was.
Anyway.
Imagine-
Now, hey, does your hatred extend to all the Beatles, or is it just the Beatles together?
Oh, good question. Wait, I remember you saying you loved Wings.
I love Wings. Isn't this weird? I love George Harrison's solo stuff.
Ah. Okay.
What is the song that he sings?
All
My
tsunamis
Sweet
must
Love.
pass.
No, there's like a really upbeat one that you would never attribute to him.
Which one?
Walking
George?
on Sunshine.
Who wrote that?
Isn't that?
And don't it feel
That is
good?
Katrina.
Katrina and the
That's
Waves. No, the
Katrina
other
and the
one.
Waves.
I've got my mind set.
Katrina
yeah,
and the
I've got my
Waves.
mind set on you.
Tsunami.
I've got my mind set on you. That's the one that I never
Got my
couldn't
mind
believe it was him.
set on you.
Hey,
I got
Charles,
my
it got glossed over, but all tsunamis must pass. A+.
Right. exactly.
you.
No, I liked it. It's good.
I throw in all that subtlety stuff. Yeah.
Yes. This podcast is known for its subtlety.
Yeah, it really is.
So, John Lennon's solo album, when it first came out, I hated it. And as I grew more patient
Yeah.
as an adult,
Yeah. You've grown more patient.
somehow,
I know.
or something. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
But this review to 13-year-old me is hilarious. And I'm going to
Okay.
read it right now, Mr.
Okay.
Newman.
I want to hear it.
This album is grossly overrated. Some of the melodies are pleasant, but the lyrics are abysmal. Many of the songs are didactic about leftist political ideas. Moreover, there is not a single well-written love song on the entire album. The album starts with the didactic Imagine, which begins, I imagine there's no heaven, no hell below us, above us only sky. Only someone with a tremendous motivation to do so can imagine that there's no heaven or hell. John was a drug-abusing rock star. So he had this motivation. John Lennon's songs never became pop standards, which is evidence of the poor quality of his songwriting.
Ooh.
Compare the songwriting of Jerome Kern, the Gershwins, Irving Berlin. Then try to give this album anything but 1 star. This album is the product of a severely neurotic heroin user, and the songs are accordingly poorly written. Who is Jerome Kern?
I don't know, but it sounds to me like he loves more of the Broadway kind of
Right?
stuff. An old Gershwin tune.
Right.
Yeah.
Oklahoma. I don't know. Who wrote that? Who wrote that shit? Who wrote
I don't
Oklahoma?
know, but I would believe
should
it's
look
a
it up.
Gershwin.
Right. Anyway.
yeah.
No, I think Gershwins were more like piano
Okay. Yeah.
bullshit.
Bullshit. Piano bullshit.
Now, Gershwin wrote Rhapsody in Blue.
Actually, yeah, that's good.
Oh, well,
It is good.
Now
But-
And Jerome Kern wrote All the Things You Are.
Okay, then I agree with this guy.
okay.
I agree with this guy. He is a severely neurotic heroin user.
Yeah, they couldn't write a hit. Yeah.
It was this old guy going, I can't play this song on my piano.
my piano. Okay, well, I found a 1-star review of one of 17's albums.
Oh, God.
And their album they're referring to is Bing Tang Terfeli.
Which translates to, rock me like a tsunami.
Actually, it translates to Selected Stars.
Oh, okay. I was off.
They go on to say, I bought this CD on a whim. This album really smacked me in the face and not in a good way.
Okay.
I lost my breath at how bad this CD is. It never did erupt with power and production.
Where is this? Is this in Playboy magazine that he wrote this?
I know, right? It just seemed to suffocate me by its boringness. I found my head bobbing and gasping from the lack of originality. The waves of sound coming from my speakers drenched me and washed away my thoughts that this could even be a decent album. I couldn't even submerge myself into the music. If you want to drown yourself in some lame music, dive into 17.
Okay, does this guy know the history of this too? I mean,
In a dark way, I can't help but think he does.
oh God. Okay, that was my favorite 1-star review.
Talk about taking a situation and putting a spin on it.
It didn't feel that negative to me. I don't know why. 'Cause I guess
Hopefully the singer is recording some stuff that this guy will like.
we're to the happy ending.
It's time to wrap this up with the happy ending. Oh,
The happiest of endings.
yeah, it is. I know.
So let's recap.
Okay, we've got my story about 17 and the tsunami, and sadly, it isn't a jackalope tale. I referred to it earlier. There is a YouTube video that shows this whole thing happening. Even the lead singer, after the situation happened and he was rescued, he posted a video just asking if any of his bandmates were alive. His wife actually was missing for a few, but she was found alive.
Oh, that's
so
good
that's
news.
really good.
Okay.
But sadly, it really did happen. And then yours?
Stage diving.
Yeah.
So Patrick Sherry is in the Guinness Book of World Records. So that really is a true story. That really did happen.
Oh, wow.
Lizzo?
Yeah.
It's a jackalope tail. Actually, I don't want anyone to perish.
No,
but as much as that
right.
is a really funny story, and as much
Yeah.
as it really has become a part of the lore of Lizzo tours.
Well, and you said that she was sick and tired of hearing all
Right.
the
And she's having to address it in
things.
the press constantly because whenever she's interviewed, they ask her
Oh, my
about this
God.
stupid thing. So it shows how much someone can spread a story and cause havoc in someone's life, and it really is a jackalope tail. Oh, man.
and then she has to keep defending it.
Right.
Just can't,
Right.
get
She's
it
like,
clear.
show me the body.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't. It's flat. Or making up whatever story.
Oh, God. Okay. So, yeah, we kind of had a good mix this episode.
We had some laughs, even though it was some sad stories.
I know.
But, you know,
Try to put a good spin on it.
we'd like to thank everybody for listening.
Thank you all. Definitely.
And follow the links on our show notes to find us on the socials. And be sure and check out YouTube.
Yes.
Got some new stuff on
That's
there.
exciting.
Yep.
I love for people to be able to see us.
I don't. I'm hiding.
That's why you talk in the dark.
Right?
Well, subscribe, rate, and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and anywhere else you get your podcasts.
And join us next time as we question, is it real or is it a jackalope tail?